Hello friends and welcome to my hobby home. I know you see the bags here. Today is Wednesday. You will be seeing this the same day that I record it. I'm giving you knee updates and all that. I'm going to be giving you updates as I get them every day, so I don't forget to tell y'all, because I know some of y'all are praying for me. You've got me on your thoughts, your prayers, and I truly appreciate it. I did have my pre-op today. I will let y'all know about that at the end of the video, but I have a haul here because I thought while I was over in town, I knew I needed to get some things. My daughter had told me that she was needing to buy some clothes for my grandson, and that's kind of what I do for them. I do buy a lot of his clothes, but I buy them at Once Upon a Child. I'm hoping y'all have a place like that, because you can get absolutely fabulous things. Well, I can't buy for my grandson and not my granddaughter. So let me start with what I got my granddaughter. Y'all, I saw this, and of course you walk in the door and the first row is nothing but 4th of July stuff. And I'll let y'all know. I know y'all see this. I'll tell y'all about that. For some reason, it still does not want to stop doing what it does. So I'm leaving the bandages on them. But my granddaughter, I saw this. This is all 4th of July stuff. This is a little dress. This is a Tommy Hilfiger little dress for little girls. It is a 2T. I didn't pay but $4.50 for this, guys. And I think that is so cute. She's a little trim, petite little thing, so this will look perfect on her. The next thing I got her, when she was a baby, I made her a little bandana dress with the ruffledy pants. And this kind of reminded me of it. I got her this little bandana dress. And this is a dress and pants. I didn't pay but $7.50 for this. But it's got this cute little bow back here. It's got a little keyhole opening. And it has these pants that goes with it. And I thought these were just, they're by Blueberry Boulevard. It's got the little, it's rolled up on the bottom. And I thought that's just the cutest little thing. If they go and do something outside at night for 4th of July, that will keep the mosquitoes from eating her up on her legs. But I know I try to keep her in little dresses. And we'll talk about that one too in a minute. But here is my grandson's, what I got him. Now, I think, let's see, everything, I paid less than $50 for all of this. So I got her a dress and an outfit. That Tommy Hilfiger dress would have cost $50. But this is what I got my grandson. Most of this is mix and match. I think I got one set that is an actual set. But this little shirt, I paid $3.50 for it. I think it's a linen blend. It's got little campers and palm trees and hibiscuses and a surfboard. So it's got all of those, beachy things on it. And I got him a pair. These shorts actually kind of match. The blue matches. And it has sailboats on it. I don't know how much I paid for this one, because it was on clearance. It said $3.50. It looks like they were $1.05. I had a few things that were at a discount. I had a shirt that I got for $1.35. And I had another shirt at $1.35. Shorts at $3.50. And then a pair of shorts for $1.05. So, I mean, you cannot beat these prices. This reminds me of, I'm trying to think if it was, It was a place I used to go when my son was little. They'd have the dots, and whatever the color was for the day, you got like 70% off. But I got these shorts to go with that. Now, this is an Oshkosh, and these shorts are Carter's. I got these shorts to kind of go with everything. I think this is, I don't remember if this is on sale, but it's like a navy with the drawstring, and I like things like this. I don't like the shorts that's got the button and zipper on it, but I thought those shorts would go, you know, with his t-shirts, because I got him 2 t-shirts. I got him a little Mickey Mouse t-shirt. That was his 4th of July, and I got this as a 4th of July. Now, these are saying $4.50. They might have been discounted. I don't know, but I got him that little shirt. It don't have to be 4th of July to wear patriotic to me. Now, this, I didn't think this would be patriotic, but it was on the patriotic, and I thought that is so cute. This has like sailboats and the sail flags and all that, north, south, east, west on it. So that, I don't know if that'll go with the blue, but I told my daughter, she said, well, my mom, I just bought him some clothes. And I'm like, well, maybe you got a pair of shorts that'll go with everything. Now, I saw this, and y'all, this is Shein, but it is so cute. It's real light. It's like a seersucker fabric. It's very light, and I love that color. It says 2 to 3 years on it, but it is size probably a 2 toddler. And I found these shorts that looks like they would go with them. They're not Shein, they're Cat and Jack's. I think that's Target's. I can't remember. But these shorts go real cute with that top. And this is another outfit that I found. These are the little shorts. They're real stretchy. I love these little matching outfits on him. He just looks so cute. Now, they did cut the tag out of this, and so this to me looks more like an 18-month. And if he can't wear it, that's okay. This is Rabbit and Bear, organic. It says 24-month. And we like organic, and we like Rabbit and Bear. So I thought that was just absolutely the cutest thing. And for 4th of July, I got him a pair of swim trunks. Let's see, who are the... I guess these are the Children's Place swimwear. It's 24 months. But I got him a pair. He could wear that with his shirt on 4th of July, and he'll just be as patriotic as can be. But I try to... I don't buy for him and not buy for my granddaughter, even though I will be making her another dress. So this will have to go with my oldest daughter when she goes up to see them, because they're all going to go to a water park for the 4th of July. May not be the 4th, it may be the 5th. I don't know. They're going up that weekend. But the next thing that I got is, I did go to Hobby Lobby, not Hobby Lobby, that's got my surgery stuff in it. But I went to Michael's, and I have found a little watermelon power pattern to do on the gingham, the chicken scratch. So I had to go get me some tapestry needles. They say size 26 is the best to use. I'm getting a 24 because they had either 24 or 28. They did not have 26. And the colors they had were not correct. I don't know what has happened to Michael's, but I needed one color, and it was like not even that number. Say like I needed an 810. It was like a 3041 in the little cubby for that. So what I did, I just color matched. I I know I'm going to need a red. This is the one right here that they didn't have a single one in there. That was the red. I just picked this color. I thought, well, watermelons are between pink and red, so I did the pink. And you have a light green, a dark green. I think this is like a Kelly green. And then the seeds, of course, have to be black. So I got my thread and my needles, and I also got a hoop. I don't know if this is wood or not. Let me see what this says. It's bamboo. Okay, it is wood. It kind of felt like it was that plastic stuff. When I do the chicken scratch, I need to be able to control how tight my hoop is. So I went and got me this one. I have a wooden hoop, but I can't find it. It's probably too big anyway. So I got this one here because I can adjust with the screw here how tight or loose it is on the dress. I don't want it so tight. Now, like my little metal, it's got the spring thing on the back of it. I can't really control it. It's as tight as it is. And with a Q-snap, you really can't control it. You don't want a Q-snap on a dress. So what I did, I got me a little metal hoop, a wooden hoop. So once I get the dress cut and sewn, I can hoop it up, and I can do the chicken scratch going all the way around the border. So now is the next situation. I had pre-op today. These two things here, they're still trying to bleed a little bit. So I don't want that to happen. I had to have, they've got tape and stuff all over me. First off, I had to do blood work. And then I had to do an ABG. And I had to do an x-ray and all my paperwork. So first thing we did, they got me in there. I did my paperwork. Everything's good. But then they asked the question about, your breathing and things like that. Well, I explained to them, well, since I had the big C in 2021, I'm more apt to catch pneumonia. I have asthma. And it is controlled with a rescue inhaler or a nebulizer. So they thought, well, since you have that, we're going to have to do the arterial blood gases. If you have never had that done, count yourself lucky. I would rather have had a IV put in than to do that. That was horrible. The young lady that went to do it first, she tried my left hand. She couldn't get it. She said, no, I'm not going to dig. I'm going to have anesthesiology come in and have him try it. Well, since she had already tried this hand, he tried this hand. Well, he couldn't get it. So I was crying because he tried with this, and I don't know how many times they pulled out, went back in. I don't know, but I know he tried one time, and I had started losing my breath. It was horrible. So then he come over to this arm, and he tried that one. Well, he couldn't get it, so he's like, nope, let's get the ultrasound machine. We're going to check it. Well, with the ultrasound machine, he's like, well, that's why I'm not getting it. He said, your artery vein, or your artery, that artery is small and it's really deep. So I'm sitting here going, I'm already in tears. I mean, I've got, I'm trying to hold it all back, and I even had to come in and change clothes because I had the gel stuff. It was all over me where he was trying to get it in and everything. But when he did the ultrasound, he's like, he popped. Now, you feel like they just take it and just jab it in you. It's probably what they have to do. But I saw stars when that happened. I did not pass out. It was good. And that's what they were worried about. They're like, are you going to pass out? I said, I've never passed out, but I don't know. I said, because I'm very scared, because I knew as soon as she said the ABGs, I was like, oh, no. I was not happy about that one. But as soon as he did the ultrasound, he was able to get it in. He's like, I'm done. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I was fixing to have to come off the bed, because I had already told him, if you don't get it this time, we can't do it. I said, because I can't handle any more. So he got it, and he was like, you did really good. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I told him, I said, I bet this can make grown men cry. I said, because it made me cry. And I'm not one that normally does that, though. Even though I was so scared, and I have been really afraid. Like when I had my shoulder surgery, I'd never had anything like that. And when they brought the needle in to do the nerve block, I've never had a panic attack, ever. I went into full-blown panic attack, and I could not stop shaking. I was shaking so hard. They literally had to hold me on the table because I was shaking so hard. And I just told them, I said, I can't stop it. I'm not doing this. You know, it just started, and I couldn't stop it. And but they did the block. Now, the guy did talk to me today about doing the block again, and I explained to him what happened the last time, like it paralyzed my diaphragm. And he's like, well, this is for your knee, so it's not going to go there. And I asked him, I said, well, what's the chance that it could still paralyze the diaphragm? And he said, it's not really big, but, you know, it could. It could. I said, then I'm going to opt to not have that. He said, well, if you have the block, you have 24 hours that you're completely pain-free. He said, but you can't walk on it for 24 hours. He said, because you're not going to be able to feel it. Okay. I said, well, I've got to get in my house somehow. And I told him, I said, I've got to get upstairs. And he's like, well, maybe you have to sleep downstairs. I said, that's not it. I told him, I said, where I live, none of my family has a house down on the ground. We all have, just in case, you know, it floods or something, we're off the ground. And he's like, oh, that's not good. And I'm like, well, I'll just have to get crutches. And I'm like, I can put, you know, I can lean onto a crutch on this side. And my daughter is going to be going with me. I don't know if my husband is going to be able to take off or not, but my daughter is going to go. My husband may need to take off because I'm going to be completely immobile, apparently. And I asked him, I said, how long are most people, you know, having to be off for this? Which that reminds me, I got to get a doctor's excuse. I always forget to get a doctor's excuse. And he told me, he said, well, about 6 weeks. I've been told, everybody's told me, oh, you're going to be up and walking within just 3 days. You won't even need crutches in 3 days. Well, I'm hoping. But he did say that is weight bearing. And I'm thinking, I am weight bearing. I need to be careful. So, but they were all super great. Where I will be going, well, I'll keep the name of that place because not that somebody would come up there, but, you know, I'll just keep the name of it private until after the surgery. But they were all super. I mean, I've noticed they had a lot of awards for robotic surgery. So we're hoping. And the guy told me, he said, oh, this could take 30 minutes to 2 hours. That's, you know, and I'm sitting here thinking, I hope so, because my surgery is scheduled for 12 noon. I cannot have anything to eat after midnight. And today, I hadn't had anything to eat since 6 yesterday evening, and at 10 o'clock, my stomach was letting me and everybody else in the close proximity of me know that I was hungry. I hadn't eaten anything, but they were telling me everything that I should do beforehand and what I shouldn't do, like what medication to stop. Like I have one I can't take tomorrow on until after surgery, which I probably won't need it after surgery. So we're good. We got all of our instructions. We got all of our blood work done. Now it's just the day of surgery, which is the 3rd. I'm very hopeful that things go fine. But I'm so scared. I'm so scared. But that is my little shopping haul. I have something else that's supposed to be here today, but it hasn't made it yet. It says it was supposed to be here in the mail today. Not here. Not yet. My mail may be running late today. But guys, I was hoping to be able to give you something else today, but this is what I've got today. And give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. I have so many things that will be coming up. Now, after surgery, there may not be anything for a little while, but I do have my Saturday sew-along ready for you guys. So, Saturday, y'all will see the last Saturday of June. We still have a sew-along going on there. And at some point, I will get in here and start cutting my fabric for our July Saturday sew-along. So guys, once again, thank you so much. Feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, guys.